So I think it's day 6. I've lost the last 24 hours of my life. So you can see this is the first stop that we've done here. That was actually on the itinerary of this cruise. Now I'll show you how rough I look. So for the past 24 hours I've been sick, diarrhea. The good news is the sun's out, the water's calmed a little bit, but I still feel ill. Thought I was gonna have to get the doctor last night, and the price I dread to think, and then obviously claim back on the insurance, but I'm not quite sure there's anything that they can do. So you can see how rough I look. It's been touch and go the last 24 hours, so I'm going to try and get off the ship. I'm going to have a cold shower. I've got the aircon on blast. I've had no food since 12 yesterday. I got in the hot tub, as you saw, tried to make myself feel better. Managed to get a little bit of food after that, about 12:30. Since then, I've had nothing. It's now 12 o'clock the next day. Had no food. I'm obviously eating a chewy. See if that makes me feel a bit better, so I can't wait to get off this ship. Obviously I've got nothing really particularly planned apart from maybe the castle with the Scottish guys that I met, and maybe the caves, but we'll see how I feel. But yeah, it's like this. Dread getting back on this ship. So I'm waiting for the queue to go down outside. Obviously this is out the back, but I just thought I'd show you in the sunshine with all the mountains and things. Like, it actually looks really nice with the blue skies, not what you've been seeing recently. I just wanted to talk a little bit about anybody that thinks that if you're on a smaller boat and people tell you that a bigger boat you won't feel it as much. It's lies. The Fred Olsen cruise that I was on to Norway was rocky, and I felt bad, and obviously you can watch the video if you want, you don't have to, but for anyone interested, it is on there. I was solo on the Norwegian fjords as well. Now this cruise ship is massive compared to that, and honest, I have never felt nothing like that in my life. I still feel really, really bad. I obviously don't want to stay on the ship because I do suffer massively from motion sickness, and even though there's no wind at the moment, you can still feel the bobbing. It's about 13-14 degrees I think today, but I could be wrong because I feel a bit hot because I don't know if I've got a temperature. Obviously I've got a bad belly, but I just thought I'd show you the views. I would say if you're not sure whether or not cruising's for you, but you're fit and able and it's pretty easy for you to get around, and you're not really big on drinking and bingo and shows and all of that, I would say do it by land. I regret not doing Japan by land. Like, if I was to come back, I 100% would do it by land. I know it would take some planning, but obviously the experience of being ill and bad weather on cruise ships, I mean, this is only my 3rd ever one. I think it might be my last one, to be honest, because I honestly thought I was going to have to get the doctor. I'm not being dramatic last night, and I thought I was going to have some kind of injection or something. I had the aircon on full blast. I tried a cold shower. I tried sleeping it off. I tried obviously water to hydrate. Like, I still feel shaky and stuff now. I still had no food. I still feel weak. But I'm definitely getting off the ship. There's not a chance I'm staying on this ship for the next 2 days when we can get off. So yeah, I try to put a Facebook post on, actually. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, just to warn people about, you know, if you're a first time cruiser or if you're new to cruising. I mean, I didn't know that they can change the itinerary just like that. No notice is needed. It's in the terms and conditions on the Norwegian, which obviously they say you should read. And I thought, yeah, you'll be able to change the itinerary from a safety point of view. But like I say, this is the first port that was actually on the original itinerary, and the reason why I went on this one is because I thought I'd be getting off the ship every day. And I've been at sea for 3 days. Yes, not 3 days in a row, but it's too much for somebody like me who suffers from the motion sickness. And I've been taking 2 tablets a day for the seasickness tablets from Boots. It hasn't worked. So if you are sensitive, the chances are you're going to have a real bad time. I would stay on the land. Last night when I was poorly, I was trying to see if there was a hotel available because I wanted to stay off on the land to see if I felt any better. But to be honest, it's probably a bad idea because I'm then going to be by myself, obviously with no help if I need any help. So I'll just see how I feel today, but I'm going to stay out as long as possible. So I'm sorry that it's not the cheery kind of video vlog that you're looking for, but you just need to know the truth. So I'm here to show the good, the bad, the ugly, and so far there's a lot of ugly. And yeah, the Facebook post, I just got loads of abuse. Like, it got to the point, I can't remember if it was on Cruise News and Deals or something, and I just wanted to warn people, you know, like to try and be helpful, but I posted it anonymously because I'm a solo female by myself. I'm currently still on the ship, don't know what I'm going to do yet, and I don't kind of want to be penalised being on this ship if they see it. So I was getting a whole load of abuse, and it was from a lot older people as well. It wasn't young people giving me abuse, telling me I'm a troll, telling me I'm a liar, like just all of this unnecessary abuse, telling me that my opinions don't matter because I've posted it anonymous, demanding to know all the nitty-gritty detail, and I'd really entitled people, to be honest. There was a couple of girls, I think from the Netherlands, who they were really appreciative because I said, you know, if you're on the fence, don't just take my word from it, read the reviews. And just everyone just started getting snotty and nasty, to the point where the group had turned off the comments. It was getting that bad. And when I looked at some of these profile pictures, this was not young people. This must have been your die-hard cruisers, your older generation, which I kind of believe that they would speak to people in that manner. Like, I was quite taken back. You would expect maybe from a younger generation, but no, they were all an older generation, and they were nasty little comments. So try to do a good thing, and nobody really wanted to know. So that's interesting. So maybe that's a heads up for the type of people, not everybody of course, that come on this cruise. I'm sure one lady who commented as well was the lady who I saw in the champagne bar having a go and telling a couple that I just met here to shut up. And she was well in her 70s, and she told me that my opinion didn't matter because I was posting anonymous, and obviously she was a die-hard Norwegian cruiser. Very, very rude. I did put a comment on saying, you know, Janet, you do look like the woman that I saw arguing and being chewy in the champagne bar after too much wine at your age, and she didn't reply back, so I would assume that was her, and obviously she's on the same time zone to be putting them comments on. So Janet, you probably don't have YouTube, but if you do, you are a nasty, bitter old lady. And you're probably going to die a slow death, especially if you keep eating them wine and keep telling people to shut up. Rude old lady. I don't know what happened to you or who hurt you, Janet, but unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. If that was the other way around and that was me at you, there would be hell on. It would be a completely different story. It's not acceptable because of your age, I'm sorry, but nobody needs to be that rude. So yeah, so day 6 I think. I have no idea because I've lost days at sea, but the sun's shining, so that's positive. We're staying here overnight, so there's no rush to get back. There's no rush to get off. Another thing that I just want to mention is, you would think after everything that had happened that maybe they put a free shuttle bus on into the town for people, you know, to make up for the fact that we've missed 4 original ports, spent extra days at sea. Oh no, they're charging you $20 US. That's what they're charging you each day that we're here, and that goes on your onboard account that you have to settle at the end. So as a goodwill gesture, to get nothing really, they're just trying to squeeze every last penny out of you, which wouldn't be so bad if you got a decent service or a decent explanation or just anything, but they just don't seem to care. Of course, it's my opinion, and if you want to come on the cruise and experience it yourself and you don't want to believe thousands of Trustpilot and TripAdvisor reviews, then go for it. My advice, if you're going to do a cruise, maybe don't use Norwegian, use somebody else and check the reviews on that. So I'll see you when I get off this ship. Currently in a taxi, not an Uber.
No, make it. This is over. You're very good at this. She's very diplomatic. I'll stand again.
For old ramp. Oh, it's heavy. So I still feel sick. I still had nothing to eat, not really anything to drink. That's the castle over there. Not really. It's alright, but it's chucking it down. The rain. Let's attempt this. So apparently it takes 8 minutes. Now remember, I'm not very well when I'm doing this, but there is a scenic route. Apparently that takes 20 minutes, but Japan flag there, you know, the land of the rising sun, but it's not that much sun these days. And this is your entry. Must be running out of time. To be fair, it is 1:45, so it's only 15 minutes, so I think even if we ran up and ran back down, that's why. Well, should have blue skies, but so it's 420 yen for an adult. It closes at 5, as I've already said, so we're a little bit late, and you'll take your shoes off. And yeah, so I think this one would definitely be worth putting on your list. Obviously today has been a bit of a write-off because of the rain, the taxi, we got a bit lost. Obviously I'm not very well, so I wasn't on my A game, and a lot of time wasted trying to get off the ship, to be honest. I'll just show you the views again. Obviously if we'd have got here this morning when it was sunny, it would have been spectacular, but hey ho. And the good news is down here, if you can see, we've got a little bit of blossom, so that's pretty cool. So soon, some down there as well, don't know if you can see, so pretty soon all of this is going to be blossomed. So it changes every year. You're best off looking on a Facebook group to try and figure out the best time to come. So yeah, cherry blossom season. Just be mindful that it does rain a lot, like a lot. Down to show you the blossom just behind here, which is a little spot. So the guys didn't want to walk down here because they're in Tokyo for 5 days once we leave, but I do believe that's the cherry blossom. Also, a little side note, it's probably not a good idea to be wearing white trainers. I'm assuming this is telling you about the cherry blossom, but you'll need Google Translate, which is a top tip. You will need Google Translate in Japan. You need the app, just download it, accept it. You won't get by without it. I'll be very shocked if you can. More cherry blossom, hello. A little bit of early bloom. It would be rude not to investigate what's up here, see if we can get some better views up there. So let's see. So just followed this little road here, little pathway, and here we go. Let's have a little look out here. So yeah, there's a market like 3 minutes away as well, which is recommended. So we'll probably head there next. Soon it'll be getting dark. So just like this, looks like this is all cornered off, to be honest. So it doesn't look like that's happening, unfortunately. So opening hours 9 AM till 5 PM. Just check on the website. 420 yen to walk up. There is no elevators to get up the castle, and you need to take off your shoes. Signing off. I think I said it was Monday, but I lost the day with obviously being so ill. It's actually Tuesday, so oopsie, Tuesday. So I believe this is the market area up here. Side here we've got the information centre, which I think will be very useful for me for tomorrow, because these lot are useless trying to navigate anything. Just in case you need McDonald's. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Nice relaxing spa. Now even though I'm freezing, I'm trying to see what it'll be like lit up late at night. That's what I'm wanting. Well, I'm back in the room. It's absolutely freezing. I still feel really sick. I've literally had a bit of toast and a cup of tea. I really need to fill up my water because remember they don't give you any free water because I mean, why not, right? So I'm gonna have half an hour lie down. I'm back on the ship. I really don't want to be, but it's freezing outside and I just wasn't in no fit state really to be trailing around. I need to have a lie down. So yeah.